Greetings and salutations and welcome to Hockey TV and our coverage of the Soo Eagles, the Soo Thunderbirds, and the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League playoffs. We are at Puller Stadium on this Monday night, Game 6 of the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League's West Division semifinals between the Soo Thunderbirds and the Soo Eagles. The Eagles lead the series by a 3-2 count. With the win tonight, they can clinch and advance to the Western Division Finals to take on Rayside Balfour. With a Thunderbirds victory, the Thunderbirds would extend this series to a Game 7, which will be played Wednesday night at the John Rhodes Community Centre. My name is Scott Nason. I'll be providing play-by-play for tonight's contest. Our cameraman is Rob Horn. We're joined once again by color commentator Larry Pozzebon. Well, Poz, 3-0 seems to be the magic number or the magic score of the last 3 games. Last time we were here, the Eagles won their second straight 3-0 game, took a 3-1 series lead, and then the series shifted to Soo Ontario. Game 5, the Thunderbirds with a 3-0 victory, setting the stage for tonight. Thoughts going in?
Good evening, yeah.
Yes, good evening. Yeah, how you doing, Larry? How's things going, by the way?
Hello.
That was good.
No, I'll tell you what. I lost my train
That
here.
was very good. That would have been your best one all year.
Yeah, 3-0. This is not a must game for the Eagles. It is a must game for the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds lose, they're done. They go start golfing, but not in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, or Ontario.
No.
They have to go a little further south. But the big thing is now, hypothetically, that before Eagles went over to Sault, Michigan and lost that 3-0 game, they had a 3-1 lead in the series. Not too many teams come back from a 3-1.
In any sport.
Yeah, in any sport. So now we'll have to see if something like that's going to happen here. We hope not. At least Eagle fans hope not. And so it's a must-win for the Thunderbirds. It would be a nice win for the Eagles that they won't have to go play another game. But they can win in Soo Ontario. But you know what they want to do? They want to win here tonight. So they got to come out and play better than they have the last 2 games that they played, where they won 3-0 and they lost 3-0. They have to play better than those last 2 games.
Looking at that Game 5, Larry, on Saturday, Eric Shook had 27 saves to register his first NOJHL playoff shutout.
Good time to get it.
Yeah, he did, as Carter McPhail's scoreless streak of over 191 minutes was stopped, and, eventually it's going to happen. I mean, just a law of averages. Caden McDonald had the first goal for the Thunderbirds. Cameron Baber back in the lineup. He had a goal and an assist. Mark Tassone had a goal. And, the Thunderbirds adding Baber, he definitely brings them a lot more scoring opportunities or scoring touch. I mean, he's a tough player.
He's a good player. He's small. He's a first round draft pick of either Sarnia or Saginaw. I can't remember exactly what team it is. And he could score. He comes from a very athletic family. His father and his grandfather both played for the Greyhounds. And his grandmother, I think on his mother's side, or one of them, she was a well-known athlete too. So He's got genes with a lot of talent there, and he could do it.
We mentioned the winner of this series will take on the Rayside Balfour Canadians, as all the other series have finished. They all finished last night. The Rayside Balfour Canadians had a goal and 2 assists from James White, and goaltender Braden Lachance continued his stellar play with a 35-save performance to lift the Canadians to a 4-1 victory over the Blind River Beavers in Game 6. So they will await the winner of this series. They'll host Games 1 and 2 because they did finish in first place. And a stunner in Timmins last night. A crowd of almost 1,600 saw the Timmins Rock, and a goal by Tyler Gilsberg into the first overtimes as the Rock completed a stunning upset of top-ranked Powassan, winning Game 6 by the score of 2-1 and capturing the best-of-7 series against the Powassan Voodoos at 4-2. Larry, Timmins finished 50 points. That's 50 points behind league-leading Powassan, and they advanced to the Eastern Final, where they will take on the Cochrane Crunch. Cochrane with a 3-1 victory last night. They win their series 4-1.
Well, Timmins had to beat Hearst Lumberjacks to get into the playoffs in the first place. So look at playoff hockey. Anything can happen. And we just heard it right there now. The folks that I can't remember if they were 4th or 5th. They have to get into that, win that series, and then win the next series to get where they're going, and the next one. So yeah, they're it.
Stars of the Week were announced by the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League. Derek Seguin for the Timmins Rock was named Forward of the Week. Brady LaChance and Carter McPhail both named Goaltenders of the Week. McPhail in his 4 starts during the playoffs against the Soo Thunderbirds. Again, this not including Saturday's game. 19-year-old Fenton, Michigan native. 3 wins and 4, 1.25 goals against average with a save percentage of .96. Now those numbers were adjusted a little bit there because of the 3 goals, but Carter McPhail still playing very well. However, the Thunderbirds now have a hot goaltender in Mr. Shook, so you would expect this one, Larry, to be another low-scoring game, and teams that are going to capitalize on their chances,
they have to,
are going to be the ones or the team that wins.
Yeah, well, the Thunderbirds did it the other night. I think they have 1 or 2 power play goals. So, yeah, you got an opportunity to score, you better score. That's all it is to. And you can look right back to the first game where the Eagles lost 4-3 in overtime against the Thunderbirds. They had a couple of chances to score early in the overtime. The Eagles didn't, and they turned around and paid the price. This could have been a 4-game sweep, but what could have been and what is are 2 different things.
Absolutely right. And if you're watching at home, we know a lot of the parents that were here over the weekend maybe couldn't make it to tonight's game. If you happen to be watching, and you happen to be on Twitter, you can tweet us during the broadcast. We loved hearing from Soo Eagles and Soo Thunderbirds or any of the visiting fans, and the easiest way to do so by going on Twitter. You can tweet me at snason2013. That's snason, Nason 2013. Want to say hello to Eagles owner Ron Lavin tuning in, Larry.
Hi, Ron.
He's excited for this one as the crowd is building. And I did some research, Larry, before we get to our lineups and scratches tonight. I did some research, but special thanks to NOJHL historian Dave the Stats Man Harrison for his great stat package he gives me each and every year. Since the Eagles franchise began, you have to go back to the Northern Michigan Black Bears in 2003-2004. Since the Eagles and the Thunderbirds have been in existence in the same league, these teams have met 7 times in the playoffs. This is their 8th playoff series. The Thunderbirds have won 4 of those 7 series. 2003-2004 in the semifinals, they swept the Soo Eagles. 2009-2010, they swept the Soo Eagles. 2011-2012 semifinals, they swept the Soo Eagles. And 2015-2016 quarterfinals, the Thunderbirds swept the Soo Eagles. The Eagles have won 3 playoff series. The most recent, of course, Larry, you remember very well last year.
Yep.
The Eagles swept the Soo Thunderbirds. The one, probably the best series of them that I recall was one of our first years together. 2010-2011, that was the year the Eagles went to the Dudley Hewitt Cup. That was the year they had Jake Patterson. They won that one by a 4-2 count. And then you go back to the 2004-2005 season. The Northern Michigan Black Bears defeated the Soo Thunderbirds by a 4-2 count. So why I bring that up is the Eagles in Game 6 against the Soo Thunderbirds, they played 2. They played them both at home, and they've won both of them. So I don't know if that means anything.
The Stars might be online here
you
tonight.
You never know. They like Game 6s apparently.
Yes, they do.
And these teams have never gone to a Game 7 in the playoffs. Let's look at the lineups tonight. A couple changes for both teams since the last time we did a broadcast here on a Friday night. Larry, first of all, for the Soo Thunderbirds, of course, we mentioned the addition of Mr. Baber back in the lineup wearing number 26. Players not dressed tonight include number 2, Braden King, number 3, Jonathan Mackin, number 11, Camden Finley, number 17, Tyler Malpass, number 18, Cole McKay, number 19, Avery Rebick, and goaltender number 1, Andrew Ushinsky. For the Soo Eagles, a couple changes, or at least one of note. Not dressed tonight, number 9, Matt Capiciolto, number 17, Owen Kipke, number 22, Colby Keller, who had been playing in all the previous games. Bobby Price will be in the lineup for, well, at least in addition, this game, and number 25, Jonathan Lacani, along with goaltender number 1, Ravi Khatri. And as we mentioned, Larry, the 2 hot goaltenders once again in net, Carter McPhail for the Soo Eagles and Eric Shook for the Soo Thunderbirds. And so the stage is set, and you said it, Larry. Pressure. Obviously there is pressure on both teams, but Thunderbirds are the team that has to win or they don't have a game. They don't have a season.
They're out playing golf.
Absolutely. Not here, mind you. As, temperature's a little bit warmer.
Unless you're using those orange balls.
Exactly. Temperature's a little bit warmer, and we're welcoming lots of people watching tonight on Hockey TV because this is the only show in town in the league, Larry. All the other series have finished. Rayside Balfour, the Canadians await the winner of this series. That series likely to start over the weekend. The schedule will come out once this one is done, and, well, the East final is already set. The upstart, Timmins Rock, will be taking on the Cochrane Crunch. So you would imagine there's probably a lot of viewers, at least coaches maybe, and scouts for the Rayside Balfour Canadians watching this one. However, not a lot of surprises with these two teams. I think Rayside is very well versed in Soo Thunderbirds and Soo Eagles and how to play them.
Yes, they would be, yes.
We're going to take a break here at Puller Stadium. Again, if you want to contact us during the game, please do so by going on Twitter at tweetme, snason2013. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching. Let us know what you think about the broadcast. And coming up in the second period, we'll play our Puller Attendance Challenge. Larry will guess tonight. I will try to say if the crowd is higher or lower. Larry leads the season series by 1, so hopefully this isn't the last game for us, Larry, but if it is, we'll end maybe in a tie if I can pull out the...
or maybe a loss for you,
Nah, we don't want to talk about that. We're going to take a break here on Hockey TV. When Larry and I come back, well, at the start of the first period, Game 6 of the NOJHL West Division semifinal between the Soo Thunderbirds and Soo Eagles on Hockey TV. There you have it, Larry, our starting lineups, national anthems, officials, and we are just about ready to go here in Game 6 of this West Division semifinal series between the Soo Eagles and the Soo Thunderbirds. The Eagles with a 3-2 lead in the series, a win, and they will advance to the West Division final against Rayside Balfour. A Soo Thunderbirds win, and we'll be back at the John Rhodes on Wednesday night, 7:30, for Game 7.
Let's play hockey.
That's right. Thunderbirds fans are well in attendance. You could hear them before the Canadian national anthem, getting their team fired up, and Eagles fans making their way in here as well. And again, if you want to contact Larry and I during the game, do so on Twitter. Everybody's focused, Larry. They're not like, I Twittered this. I don't want to talk Twitter. We're focused on the game. But if you have a moment, let us know you're watching. Tweet me, snason2013. So Game 6 just about ready to go. Eagles in their black uniforms, the Thunderbirds in their white uniforms, and the Thunderbirds win the faceoff. They're going right to left as seen on your video monitor. Thunderbirds with the puck at center ice, yet to score a goal here during this playoff series at Puller Stadium. They were shut out twice, 3-0. Now the Thunderbirds with it. Tassone over to Baber. His shot, save McPhail, rebound in the slot. Vitale sticks that away. Now puck on the near side boards. Eagles were outplayed in Game 5. Many would say they were outplayed here in Game 4. They're going to have to definitely play a lot better than they did in Game 5. They're going to steal a victory here. Now Smith with it for the T-Birds. Smith on the right wing side, across the blue line. Now Smith, swatted away by Butcher. Smith along the end boards. Smith still has it. Now Solinger over there. Vitale knocks him down. Nice pass up to Rowe at center ice. Eagles go for a line change. Rowe with the puck. He'll dump it in.
Yeah, good play by Rowe. He waited, got the line just changing. He went off after he dumped it in.
Shook in net for the Thunderbirds. A 3-0 shutout in Game 5. McPhail in net for the Eagles. 2 shutouts here in Games 3 and 4. Now puck over on the far side. Thunderbirds with the edge in play here in the first minute. Eagles get the puck. As they'll clear it. No, they won't clear it as McPhail juggled that rebound. Shot up high. Cicello with the shot. Now McDonald puts a shot. That one stick to side. Van Team with it. He puts a shot. And, well, the Thunderbirds early, Larry, they're putting a lot of shots on net. Sounds like that may be their game plan right now.
Well, remember what I've said, shoot, anything can happen. Yep, they've had 3 shots here now. We just got a minute and a half into the game.
18:38 to play in this first period. Want to give our best wishes there to Coach Jim Cappy, unable to be with us again tonight. Coach, I think, is watching tonight. So, Coach, get everybody healthy, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here, hopefully, for the next series.
You bet.
Now puck behind the net. Tharaldson with it. On the near side boards, Price back in the lineup. Keller out of the lineup tonight for the Eagles. Now Tharaldson. Pass over to Schwab. That one deflected in by Teckel. Chased by Lawrence for the T-Birds. Now Cicello on the near boards. At center ice, Solinger. Solinger across the blue line. Now the Eagles try to get the puck out of the zone. They do. They clear it to center. Caruso for the Thunderbirds. Retreats into his own zone. He'll clear it to center ice. Kicked in by Clark. Clark will shoot it off the boards. Shook can't stop it. Heinrich over at the far side. Now Acosta chips it up to Robbins. Taken by the Eagles. Casey. Now Clark in his own zone. Flip pass over the far boards. Die ball. Turnover. Thunderbirds with it. Now Thunderbirds to the net. A shot saved there by McPhail. Puck loose in front. Robbins just couldn't get his stick on it. Here's Palmerio. He clears it to center. Taken right away by Terrio. Shots 4-0 Thunderbirds. They've been the better team so far tonight. Now that one's going to go wide of the net. Shook will stop it. Now the Eagles get it. Casey in front. Lamberti over there. Now behind the net, Palmerio. Casey was open, but Palmerio couldn't find him. Now Palmerio over in the far corner. Gets knocked down by Caruso. Lamberti comes up with the puck. Lamberti on the far side boards. Plays it behind the net to Palmerio. That one over his stick. Taken there by the Thunderbirds. Terrio off the boards. Center ice, Thoraldson. Now he gets it to Casey. Casey loses the puck to Acosta. Now shot right back into the T-Bird zone by Acosta. Heinrich has it behind the net. Puck taken by Acosta. Costa skates the puck to center. Caruso now, he'll dump it in. That one goes off the end boards, picked up by Schwab. Now Schwab, pass on the near side boards are Fanos. Off the stick of Quinn. Now Thunderbirds with it, Miller. Miller will chip it off the boards. Taken there by Thoraldson. Thoraldson behind the net. Over to Schwab. Schwab fanned on the shot, but gets it right back to our Fanos. Fanos, nice flip pass there to Banser. Banser dumps it in. Quinn chases. Shook out of the net. Eagles still looking for their first shot here 4 minutes into this first period. Our Fanos along the near boards. Banser over there. Now Blair with a shot. And the Eagles will get a shot on net as Shook makes his first save as a stick goes flying there. I didn't see what happened there. 16:09 to play in this first period, Larry. No score.
Okay, folks, I'll just give you quickly a couple of sponsors. Salon C, Midwest Wealth Strategy, Century 21, and Guido's Pizza. Okay, I think we're all set for the face-off here. Giovanni's in there, Vitali, and he wins the face-off, and he takes a shot on goal and a save by Shook.
Good job there, Larry. Again, tweet us if you are watching tonight, SNason2013. Getting reports of the signal cutting in and out. Don't see anything on our ends. We'll keep an eye on it, though. Now a shot and a save there. Shook, rebound. Puck loose in the slot. In the crease, rather, and Shook makes another save as Eagles with their first good scoring chance 4 minutes into this contest.
Giovanni won the face-off, got it back to Blair. Blair takes a shot, and Giovanni almost had the rebound to put it in the net, but Shook just jumped on it.
Face-off to the left of goaltender Eric Shook. 4 minutes gone by in this first period, no score. Thunderbirds win the face-off. Caruso behind the net. Thunderbirds finish second in the standings in the West Division. The Eagles finish third. So if there is a Game 7, it will be in Soo, Ontario tomorrow night. These teams have never played a Game 7 in their history. When a series has gotten this long, the Eagles have won twice by a 4-2 count in games. Now Blair with it, plays it off the side of the net. He accidentally did that. Vitali clears it to center, picked up by Kalisti. Now Blair, Vitali has it. Johnny Vitali, number 14 for the Eagles. Passes it over, now gets it right back. Vitali tried to get around a couple players. Puck goes in the far corner. Rowe over there for the Eagles. Now on the near side, Caruso. Blair keeps it in. His shot goes wide. Over to Rowe at the far point. He'll dump it down low. Eagles get some fresh bodies out there. 5 minutes gone by in this first period. Still no score. Thunderbirds have it at center ice. Kalisti's pass. Just in front of Solinger. Now Solinger catches up to the puck. On the near side, Clark. Now Clark chips it to center. Cicello with it. Cicello up to McDonald. Now Solinger. Eagles have to touch up onside. They do. Pass to center ice. Van Team. Van Team with the puck. Tried to get it in front. Over the far side. Now Eagles take it. Tekel. Tekel, nice move in his own zone. Pass to Saxton. Now Saxton. Across the blue line. Puck's bouncing all over the place. Finally goes to Solinger at center ice. Taken there by the Eagles. Price. Price shoots it in. Shook behind his net. Shots 4-3 T-Birds here in this first period. Eagles have had the last 3 shots. Now here's the Eagles with it. Cross check, no call. Now Van Team has it. Van Team broken up by Saxton, who shoots it in. Puck behind the net. Shook Leaves it for Lawrence. Ryan Lawrence pass to Robbins. Robbins across the blue line for the T-Birds. Play it off the boards as he gets knocked down there by Schwab, and he goes hard into the boards. He's slow getting up, and he just kind of fell into Schwab there, Larry. Didn't look like anything real blatant on that play.
No, the referee was right down in the corner there with it. And I checked to see if his arm was going up, and it didn't.
Now here's Acosta with the puck for the T-Birds. Acosta over at the far side boards. Now nice stick handling there by Terrio. Lamberti picks it up, and he'll clear the zone. Puck taken there by Casey. Now the Thunderbirds get it right back. Costa chases the puck in his own zone. 13-10 to play in this first period. Now Robbins with it across the blue line. Robbins with the puck, trying to get around Tharaldson. Robbins does. Try to put it in front. It's the back of the net. Robbins still has it. Tried to put it in front. Save there. Couple saves by McPhail. That puck was still loose. But Acosta found himself with a good scoring opportunity with 12:55 to play here in this first period.
Now for Robbins, for the Thunderbirds, for going into the boards hard and looked like he was hurt, he stayed on the ice and he made a couple opportunities there to put the Eagles ahead.
I want to say hello to Stephen Orfanos watching in Illinois. Always focused, Larry. He's ready for a win. And Daniel Clark saying, let's go, boys. Hashtag perfect at Puller. Way to go on the hashtags. Now a shot and a save there by McPhail. Big rebound goes to Quinn. Eagles might have some numbers if they hurry. Quinn across the blue line. That shot goes behind the net. Now on the near side boards, the T-Birds clear the zone. Ford with it. Ford's pass goes to Dieball. Down Dieball play to center ice. Bancher chipped that one. Hits the Thunderbirds player. Now Maine with it across the blue line. Maine over to Miller. Now Miller in the near corner along with Maine. Thunderbirds with the puck. Now kept in by Ford. Turnaround shot. Save there. McPhail. Rebound. Goes up to Bancher. Now Quinn. Up to Orfanos. Orfanos will chip it in the zone. Eagles go for a line change. Maine quickly across the blue line. His shot. That deflects wide. Over to the Eagles player. Now here's Blair behind the net for the Eagles. We played 8 minutes of this first period. Shots 8-3 Thunderbirds. No score. Barterson with it. Barterson now couldn't get around the defense of Lawrence. Now Cicello in the far corner. Picked up by Rowe. Vitale gets it. Nice pass to Blair. Leaves it for Barterson. One too many passes there, I think. Now Blair at the point. He puts a shot deflected. Oh, and a save there by Shook as Vitale put a good deflection on. Yeah. And I don't think Shook saw it, but he was in the right place and makes the save.
Yeah, Vitale's having tough luck in this series, boy. I tell you, he started off this series. He had a couple of points here and there, but the last couple of games, he's just had some good goaltending saves on him or some tough luck at net.
That was a good setup there, and well, no matter how you make the save, if you make it, it's a good save. Face off, controlled by the T-Birds. Khaleesi behind the net. 11:30 to play in this first period. No score. Game 6 of this Western Division semifinal. The Eagles lead the series 3-2. The winner will take on Rayside Balfour starting here in the next several days. Now Khaleesi, shot. Glove down by McPhail. Leaves it for Butcher behind the net. Mikey Butcher, number 4 for the Eagles. Pass on the near side to Vitale. Nice stick handling. Gets it across the blue line. Vitale still has it. Gets it to Rowe. We tried to get it back to Vitale, but it goes to the far side. Now Vitale knocks down Robbins. Thunderbirds with it at center ice. Khaleesi, that one poke checked away by Blair. Vitale chases it in the zone. Bellini picks it up. Stephen Bellini, number 20 for the T-Birds. Will leave it behind the net to Khaleesi. Shots 8-4 Thunderbirds here in this first period. Khaleesi with the puck behind the net.
He's waiting for his teammates to all get around the ice here.
One of the doors is still open there for the Thunderbirds. You might want to shut that door. There they go. Now Casey breaks that one up at center ice. Casey gets the puck. He's got Lamberti in front, but he puts it through the crease. Lamberti gets it back to Tharaldson. Now Tharaldson with it. His shot. That deflects wide. Over at the far point, Schwab. He'll play it behind the net to Casey. Just out of his reach. Picked up there by Cicello. Eagles with some good pressure here on this shift. Lamberti and Casey over there for the Eagles. Now Casey with Khaleesi. Lamberti picks up the puck. Lamberti gets knocked down by Solinger. Puck over in the far corner. Casey with it. Now we're going to have a penalty, Larry. That's going to go on the Thunderbirds, I think. And so the Eagles will go on their first power play of the game with 9:54 to play in this first period.
I guess he's calling roughing or can't be boarding. I don't know. Yeah.
Could have been several calls there, but they got it there. Want to say hello to Vicky Portlick watching from Houston and watching on a normal size screen. Well, there you go.
Normal size is what, 52 inches?
I think so. Yeah, those don't cost very much anymore.
Oh, we have our timeout here, media timeout.
Media timeout, go Larry.
Yeah.
By the way, Larry, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
I didn't say that in pregame, so I just kind of went and I didn't even ask that.
I know that. Okay, folks, when you come here, you all know by now, eh? You've been coming to this rink and you've been listening to me. Eagles Nest is open. Ice cold beer. They have the license here tonight.
They do.
And wine coolers, Chicago-style popcorn, pretzels, and different sodas, or pop, as I like to call it.
And if you're looking for a menu item, of course, everybody knows the Puller Burger at the concessions and everything else. The wings. I got to say, I like wings. The wings tonight were the best I've had all year. They were big. They were plump. They were perfectly cooked. Get the chicken. I'm just saying. I'm
not laughing. I'm just laughing at how you're saying they're big, they're plump.
Well, hey, it's absolutely good. I want to say hello to Jennifer and Kevin Cameron watching from Davenport, Florida on spring break. So thank you. Was that a Facebook message? See, I'm not on Facebook. I don't want my data harvested.
Noah Solinger, 2 minutes roughing. The time of the penalty, 10:06.
So Solinger, 2 minutes for roughing. As the Thunderbirds now shorthanded. He goes on their first power play. Barterson with the puck for the Eagles. Now Barterson, pass over to Tharaldson. Tharaldson across the blue line. Tharaldson still has the puck. Passes it far side. Tackle puts a shot up high. Saved by Shook. Puck goes behind the net, and that one shot down the ice. Now quickly McPhail gets it along the near boards to Saxon. Plays it off the boards to Tackle. Tackle winds and fires and misses the net. Boy, he got a lot on that shot.
He did. I thought maybe Shuck got a piece of it. It was so fast, though, but maybe it was faster than my eyes.
Now here's Tharaldson with it. Minute 10 left on the power play. 9 minutes to play in this first period. Tharaldson across the blue line. Trying to find Tackle, who stopped at the blue line. And the Thunderbirds will not clear it. Kept in by Clark. Over to Tharaldson. Eagles trying to set up the power play here, but they can't get control of the puck. Nice job by Clark, but it just trickled across the blue line. And he'll get the puck in his own zone. Here's Hayden Clark with it. Clark moves in. Clark, couple moves. Clark still has the puck. Hayden Clark, and we're going to have a whistle. And what do we got here, Larry? Net off the moorings?
Net off, I believe.
Boy, Clark, some good stick handling moves there. And
he had a little more room. He was on a breakaway, right, crashing that defense.
And if that net would have stayed on the moorings, he would have passed to somebody who would have had a good scoring chance. 43 seconds left on the power play. 8:37 to play in this first period. Shots 8-4 Thunderbirds, but we still have no score.
Okay, that's one net off.
Yep.
We're going to keep track here.
Keep a tally of that. Now, that happens quite often. Those metal posts, while they did have some drawbacks, that was not one of them. They stayed in. Safety, though. Can't really have those anymore.
Different system they have to use here.
That's right. Now Butcher gets a Vitale back to Rowe. Now Vitale at center ice. Too much stick handling there. Rowe picks it up. Now Rowe loses it. Passing it over to Butcher. Butcher across the blue line. Still time on the power play, but the Eagles can't control the puck. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Casey at the point. Fakes the shot. Slides it over to Rowe. Rowe with it. Back to Butcher. Now Butcher shot. That deflects wide. As the Thunderbirds now back at full strength. They might have numbers. Could be a 3-on-1 off the penalty box. It is. Or 3-on-2, excuse me. Now McDonald with it. A shot. That goes high. Wild bounce. That goes over to the far side boards. Picked up by Vitale. Now Vitale across the blue line. Vitale going to the net. Vitale fanned on the shot. A chance for Palmerio. And looks like Palmerio lost his lid, but Shook right there to make the save, and he'll hold.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it was scary at both ends. Start off almost a 3-on-1 against the Eagles, and then Vitale goes down the ice, I'll tell you. He's just got to finish them off, that's all. He's getting the opportunities.
I want to mention, Larry, that don't worry about your information being sold or used on Facebook. That's part of that whole World Wide Web thing. We'll go on Wikipedia. You don't know what that means either, but we'll talk during the break. We won't harbor you. Now a shot there. That goes behind the net. Over to Saxton. Did I lose you? Now
no.
Tackle shot. Save there again by Shook. Rebound. Another save as Saxton had the chance. Eagles putting some shots here on net. Puck behind the net. Robbins and Tackle. Tackle picks it up. Now he gets knocked down. Tackle and Robbins over there. Saxton trying to get involved in the play. He does. Gets it to Thorolfsson. Now Thorolfsson with the shot. Deflected. That goes wide. Over to Schwab. Schwab puts it behind the net. Good play here in this last couple minutes by the Eagles. Now Thorolfsson keeps it in. Price. Pass off the boards to Tekel. Tekel with the puck. Voids the hit. Dumps it down behind the net. Good pressure by the Eagles here. Now here's Price. Kept in by Thorolfsson. Thorolfsson's pass over to Schwab. Now Schwab with it. He puts a shot. Deflected by Price. That goes behind the net. As finally the Thunderbirds will clear the zone. Terrio's pass right to the stick of Acosta. Acosta winds and fires. That one blocked. Picked up by Quinn. Here he comes. Shots 8 apiece. Now Quinn plays that off the near side boards. Cicchello with it. He's going to play that one off the high glass. Goes to center ice. Blair with the puck for the Eagles. 6:10 to play in this opening period. Still no score. Shots 8 apiece. Heinrich with the puck for the Thunderbirds. Up to Tasson. Now Tasson dumps it into the Eagles zone. Eagles shoot it right back out. Heinrich plays it back to Caruso. Now off the boards. Down the ice. McPhail with it. Chips that one off the glass. Tasson getting it to the point. Heinrich plays it behind the net. Tasson has it again. As the referee could have gotten in the way of Mr. Tasson over there. Now puck still loose. Picked up by Baber. Thunderbirds buzzing. Tasson with it. Tasson lost the puck. Here's Quinn again. Quinn over to Orfanos. Orfanos with the puck. Trying to find Quinn. His shot goes wide. Over to Nick Smith for the T-Birds. Quickly up ice. That's Baber. Dangerous player. Baber in. Baber with the shot. Pad save. Rebound. That goes wide. Good scoring opportunity for the T-Birds. Good save there by McPhail. Here's Kalisti. Back in his own zone. Bellini. As we have 5 minutes to play in this first period. Kalisti across the blue line. Dropping it for Tasson. Now Tasson's pass. Broken up there by Lamberti. The Eagles are just going to flip that one down to center ice and into the T-Bird zone. Casey, nice job by him to catch up to the puck. Now he lost the puck. Picked up by the T-Birds. Miller. Clark breaks that up and shoots it back in. Good action here, Larry.
Ever since that penalty against the Thunderbirds, both teams are buzzing all over the rink.
Yeah. Well, they know the importance of this game. Both teams are playing well right now. Ford shoots it in. McPhail stops it. Now Thorolfsson will play it off the near boards. Eagles picking up Lamberti. Lamberti with it. Pass goes off the stick of Cicchello, almost right to Palmario. Now Miller passes it up to Maine across the blue line. Now Maine's pass goes to the neutral zone. Back to Schwab. 4:10 to play in this first period. Still no score. Neutral zone pass intercepted there by Acosta. Now Costa will retreat in his own zone. Now taken there by Barterson. A shot. Oh, and he misses the net.
It went over.
Save there by Shook, and the deflection just goes over the net. Great scoring opportunity for the Eagles. Now Barterson with it. Barterson and Vitale on the near boards. As there's 3 Thunderbirds over there. Cicchello for the T-Birds. Kept in by Thorolfsson. His shot hits the Thunderbirds player, Robbins. And Robbins gets hit by Thorolfsson at center ice. Puck goes behind the net. Shots 9 apiece. 3:30 to play in this first period. Been a fast-moving period. Here's Vitale with the puck. Cross the blue line. Johnny Vitale with a shot up high, and Shook makes the save, and he'll hold with 3:24 to play here in this first period.
That was a tough shot, a tough save by Shook because he couldn't grasp it, and he was afraid. I tell you, he was afraid to move because he didn't know where the puck was until the whistle blew, and then he says, okay, I can go now.
Want to say hello, Larry, to Tom and Carla Blair, Brendan's parents, cheering on from St. Louis, as well as Brendan's grandparents, Myron and Sherry, cheering on the Eagles from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And Tom did a great job with the hashtag #PerfectAppPuller.
Myron, I thought it was Byron.
That's what it says here, Larry. It says
okay.
Myron. I'm going to go with go with Mr. Blair.
Yeah, you would know it.
We're going to get the #PerfectAppPuller trending there. Might have even beat Stormy Daniels by the end of the night. Now here's Barterson. Gets it up to Vitale's. Pass on the near side to Rowe. Rowe across the blue line. Rowe with it. Shot. Pad saved there by Shook. Goes up to Baber. Baber at center ice. We have under 3 minutes to play in this first period. Still no score. Crusoe shoots it back in. Over to Saxton.
Okay, Blair has it right now.
Now back to center ice. Caruso poke checks that away.
Puck's in. Tekel's after in the corner, fighting for it. Thunderbirds cleared out to the neutral zone. Blair's going back for it.
Thank you, Larry. As Blair has the puck. I had to get 5 chuck-a-pucks. Jenna didn't have any change. Unlikely story. Now here's Tekel with the puck. Over to Blair. Now Butcher has it. 2:20 to play here in this opening period. Shots 10-9 in favor of the Eagles. Bobby Price over to Butcher. Butcher, center ice, deflected in by Tekel. Puck taken by Kalisti. Over to Price. Now Price pass up to Saxton. Drops it over to Dieball. Dieball shot. That goes wide. Near point Clark. Clark dumps it in. Tekel behind the net. Kalisti picks up the puck for the T-Birds. That broken up by Tekel. Tekel over to Clark. Clark will dump it in momentarily. McDonald will clear the zone. Picked up by Solinger. Solinger's pass to Van Team across the blue line. He's got McDonald over there. Now that one poke checked away. Minute 30 to play in this first period. Puck taken by Clark. Clark has it. Backhand pass near side. Dieball. Now Dieball across the blue line. His shot. Save there. Shook. Rebound. Dieball with it. Now Casey tried to put a shot. That goes wide. Here's Smith with the puck. Minute 15 to play.
They got
Smith,
4 Thunderbirds
over
up
to
there.
McDonald. Chance in front. Nice job, Dieball, to break that up. Baber was there. Coach Parker wants a penalty. Now a shot in front. Saved there by McPhail. Rebound goes over to Palmario. So we have a minute left to play in this first period. Good action in this first period. Cicchello with the puck for the T-Bird. Cicchello wraparound chance. Saved there by McPhail. As Lamberti just going to try to shoot that out. Palmario with the puck over to Dieball. Now Dieball. Pass near side to Casey. Eagles trying to clear the zone. Kept in by the T-Birds. Now here's Baber with it. Shot. Oh, it hits the post, I think. It's a quick snapshot there. I think that one got post. Cicchello shot. That one's blocked. Casey can't clear it. Kept in by Cicchello.
This is trouble.
Here's Tassona's shot. Save McPhail. And oh, how about the nerves there? He just kind of batted that with his stick into his glove. And oof.
I'll tell you, Eagles were in deep trouble there. They had 5 opportunities to clear that puck and couldn't.
I think that shot by Baber hit the post. It sure came out quickly.
I think it went off McPhail and the post. Yeah.
Shots 13-11 in favor of the T-Birds. 25 seconds to play here in this first period.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're the Eagles, you get out of this period 0-0, you got to be pretty happy considering the way the Thunderbirds started this game.
Yeah, you're right.
Both teams have had good scoring chances, but again, the goaltenders have been the story. 20 seconds left to play here in the first. Chance in front, puck loose. Saxton gets it up. Eagles just want to get the heck out of this period right now. Saxton with the puck. Passes over to Price. 10 seconds to play. Price on the right wing side, dumps it in. That one will go behind the net to Bellini, and so nobody scores in the first period. Shots 13-11 T-Birds, and we are scoreless after one period of play in Game 6 of this West Division semifinal between the Sioux Eagles and the Soo Thunderbirds. We'll be back for the second period on Hockey TV. Scott Nason back at Puller Stadium in Game 6 of the NOJHL's West Division semifinal between the Sioux Eagles and Soo Thunderbirds. Eagles lead the series 3-2. Our score in this one after one period of play, well, we don't have a score, as the Eagles and Thunderbirds remain scoreless. Shots on goal in that first period, 13 for the Thunderbirds and 11 for the Sioux Eagles. Both teams had good scoring opportunities, especially in that second half of the first period. The Eagles with the only power play opportunity in the first period. It's been a pretty clean game so far. But you know that there's a lot on the line, and tempers could easily flare up as this one goes along. But right now it's been a very well-played game. In my opinion, the Eagles withstood some early pressure by the Thunderbirds and some late pressure by the Thunderbirds. They kind of won the middle of the period, while the Thunderbirds kind of won the two ends of the period. Joining us once again is Larry Pozzebon. And first of all, Larry, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Okay, very good. No score here after.
You're going to run that all night.
I really am, and probably into the next series, hopefully, for the Eagles. But Larry, no score.
No score.
I just mentioned that the Thunderbirds kind of won the ends, the beginning and the end of the period. The Eagles won the middle. Your thoughts on the first period?
The Eagles started to play hockey when they had the power play. Although they didn't get any shots on goal, they moved the puck around. They had some shots that missed the goal, but it was still 8-4 at that point. But from that point on, they came on like gangbusters until, like you say, near the end of the period. So goaltending was a big factor here. And good goaltending, both sides, and big saves by both goaltenders, same side, each side, I should say. And again, playoff hockey, you always count on the goaltenders. They're the stars of the games. And I'll tell you, we're getting it here again tonight.
Yeah, we really are. The winner of this series will take on Rayside Balfour for the West Division Final. The Canadians were down 2-1 in that series to Blind River. They lost Game 3 8-1, but boy, they came storming back behind the play of goaltender Braden LaChance, who along with Carter McPhail was named co-goaltender of the week last week. And the other final is in the East, and they've actually just released the dates for that series between Cochrane and the Timmins Rock. That series will start Friday night in Cochrane, 7 o'clock. Game 2 will be Saturday in Cochrane. And then games 3 and 4 will be Timmins Monday and Wednesday, with Game 5, if potential, going Friday, April 6th. So you look at how that series is set. You wonder if the West final will go the same, or maybe it'll be a Saturday, Monday sort of thing. We won't know. Right now, neither team's worried about the next final. They're worried about this game right now, Larry.
I'm not sure now if today's the 26th and say Wednesday's the 28th, because I think that's when the series is supposed to be done.
That's when Game 7 would be, correct.
So
earliest they could start, I think, is Friday. And you can't go one game after the series, but I think it's got to be at least two.
Yeah, so they got to at least get a Friday. But you know what? The higher-ranking team, they call it because they get the home shot.
That's right.
They can call it Friday, or they could say give us a Saturday, Sunday, or something. But we're not going to worry about that right now.
Not at all. We are worried about the Ontario Hockey League playoffs, Larry. A couple games going on tonight. Owen Sound is leading London 1-0. The Attack up in that series 2-0. And the Greyhounds and Saginaw Spirit are tied at 1. After 1, the Greyhounds winning that game yesterday 8-0 at the SR Center. Up 2-0 in that series, but right now they are tied with the Saginaw Spirit. And Barrie up on Mississauga 1-0 early in the first period. You had a chance to watch that Hounds game on Sunday, Larry.
I watched it on TV. Yeah, it was good. They have a lot of talent there, but they I'll tell you, some of their guys in the Greyhounds, when they were up for maybe 4-6-0, I'll tell you, some of those guys made some goals, some fancy moves that unreal. I've seen things like that in the NHL games. And that's what some of those Greyhound players have pulled. They're just
some might call it showboating.
Yes, you're right. But, you hate to be on the receiving end of those things.
Want to give a couple other hellos, Larry. Want to say hello to Chris and Linda Quinn watching from Chicago. And Linda says, go Sioux Eagles as well. Want to say hello. The McPhail family is watching tonight, and they wanted a shout-out to Carter's Uncle Bill, watching in Riverview, Michigan, and to his Aunt Carol and Uncle Bruce watching in Wyandotte, Michigan. So very good, McPhail family, and thank you all, folks, for chiming in on Twitter. We are underway in this second period. Still no score. Now Smith with it. He had Baber in front, poke checked away. Baber hit the post early in the first period. Now a shot and a save. McPhail rebound. Loose. Tassone puts it still loose. My goodness, McPhail made a great save.
Eagles cleared out the center ice, boy, I tell you.
Wow. McPhail with the glove and then sprawled for another save, continuing his impressive play. Now here's Blair with it. Blair shoots that puck in. That'll go off the boards quickly behind the net to Vitale. Vitale with it for the T-Birds. Back to the point. Blair, he winds and fires, deflected there by Rowe. Saved by Shook as Blair goes to the bench. I don't know if he's shaken up or what. He's going to have something looked at. We'll keep an eye on that. Didn't see what happened. Now
I didn't either.
Buckle on the near boards. Picked up by Kalisti. Fast start to this second period. Still no score. Now flipped up to Tassone over to Smith. Now Smith's move broken up by Schwab. Saxton. Pass it back to Tharaldson. Now quickly up to Price. Price tried to leave it for Teckel. Now picked up by Baber. Baber across the blue line. Baber's pass.
Oh,
there. Teckel lost an edge. Here comes Price with it. Price across the blue line. Price still has the puck. Puts a shot and a save there by Shook. And that one will hit the netting and keep the face off in the T-Bird zone. So both teams, Larry, good scoring chances here in the second period.
And that one I think might have gone off of Shook's head, off the mask and the helmet part.
Definitely
of it.
Hit him up high.
Yeah, and it went up into the netting. So
18:32 to play in this first period. second period, excuse me. Now Price gets knocked down. We're going to have another penalty as Price won the face-off, and he got tripped up by, I believe that might have been NOJHL. I'm not sure which one. Actually, looks like that's going to be number 23, Ryan Lawrence. Eagles will go on their second power play here, Larry.
Okay, that's a good start to this period now. They didn't get a shot on the first period, but it made them change the tempo of the game for themselves. So we're having a discussion here. What kind of penalty are you going to give him?
No, if that's not a trip, I don't know what is.
He's got two. He's got tripping and elbowing. He might have 4 minutes. The signal he threw a trip down and he threw an elbow down.
Yeah, I think there's just going to be two there, or do they call coincidentals?
Coincidentals, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see him go in.
Or maybe I guess they are going to.
That's why I was wondering. You said it looks like a Thunderbird or Eagle power play, but the Eagles had touched the puck.
Yeah.
And they blew the whistle. That's why I was a little confused myself then.
Well, we'll see what the call is here. That's Tekel in the box. He must have gotten the elbow. Now Casey with the shot. That just misses.
2 minutes, tripping.
So Lawrence gets the trip.
Two Eagles to number 21.
That's icy.
Nick Tekel, 2 minutes, elbowing.
All right, so Tekel gets the elbowing. What must have happened after the trip. And so that'll wash out as we have an icing call. The face-off will go back in the T-Bird zone. Now the officials having some words as far as...
I don't know what they're... Going center ice, they're saying somebody touched it. So now they got to bring it to center ice. Yeah, if a mistake is made like that, you go to center ice, okay, that everybody's confused. Ask me.
No.
Well, I'm right. And they agreed.
You just keep them out of our hair, Larry. That's the best thing you can do right now.
It's easy to stay out of our hair.
Yeah, exactly. Eagles with the puck. Schwab pass off the skate of Casey. Puck goes along the end boards, picked up by Caruso. Caruso will shoot that one down the ice. No icing. That one was deflected. McPhail stops the puck behind the net. Coming up later on in this period, we'll play our Puller Attendance Challenge game. You too can play at home. Stay tuned. I know you're on the edge of your seats just thinking about it. Robbins with the puck for the T-Birds. Cleasy with it, and NOJHL. That pass out of the reach of Terrio, and that'll be icing with 17:36 to play in this second period. Larry had a chance to go on Hockey TV and see how many people are watching tonight. We got a packed house watching tonight. Lots of people.
Lots of people?
That's right.
Probably
so
more than here.
I don't know about that.
It's not as much as the other night.
No, but that's on a Friday. Yeah. This is a Monday. Monday's always a tough night here. Yeah. And so you go up against WWE Raw. I mean, for that in itself is tough. Yeah. So you get a DVR like me, you're all set.
And it's spring break here, too.
It is, yeah. A lot of people gone for spring break. Good point. Now here's Banser with it. Banser, shot, goes off the end boards, over to Quinn. Now Rafanos. Cleasty will play it off the near boards. Thunderbirds can't clear it. Caruso, over to Calisti. Now Calisti for the T-Birds. Flips it up to center ice. Glove down by Acosta. Now the Eagles pick it up. That could have been a hand pass if the Thunderbirds would have touched it. Clark behind his own net. Clark with the puck. Pass up to Banser. Off the boards. Orfanos. Nice stick handling. He'll shoot it in. Banser chases it. Now behind the net, Caruso and Banser. Caruso comes up with it for the T-Birds. Calisti, excuse me. That one broken up there by Tharaldson. Tharaldson gets it up to Vitale. Vitale across the blue line for the Eagles. Vitale gets around Calisti. Vitale still has the puck. Now Vitale gets it back to the point. Schwab plays it off the boards to Rowe. Back to Vitale. Shot. That one was close, but don't know if that hit anything, Larry. We'll see where the face-off is.
The linesman's saying inside.
That must have hit either. Must have gone off a piece of Shook. Shots 15-12 in favor of the T-Birds. We still have no score.
What would an SS there? Shook's shoulder.
That's good, yes. There's a Game 7. It will be Wednesday night at the John Rhodes Community Centre, 7:30. You can catch that one on Hockey TV with Tony and the gang from their Fast Hockey broadcast. Hockey TV broadcast. Baber behind the net for the T-Birds. Cameron Baber back in the lineup Saturday. And he's shown why he's one of their better players. Had a couple good scoring chances in this one. Now here's Baber with it across the blue line. Baber still has it. Baber gets around one. Good job there by Banser, but Baber picks up the puck again. Baber Gets hit there by Vitale. Now Tassone behind the net. Tassone trying to get that puck. Now puck goes along the near boards. Tassone gets it again. Vitale on him. Now Tassone has it again. Tried to put it in front. Puck loose. McPhail. Another big save. Carter McPhail. My goodness. That was point blank, Larry. McPhail made a huge save there.
Did, yeah.
I don't know if that was Baber or Tassone, but whoever it was had a glorious opportunity. And Carter McPhail, speaking of glorious, makes another glorious save. 15:32 to play in this second period. And I said it during intermission, Larry, and we are very early days yet, but boy, we haven't seen one thing in this series, and I get the feeling we might see it tonight. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now Heinrich shot. That one saved there again by McPhail off the rebound. As a couple players get tangled up. Shot 17-12 in favor of the visitors from Soo, Ontario.
There's one net there now, too.
Yep.
Got one each in that end.
15:27 to play in this second period. Thank you. Face off, won by the T-Birds. Heinrich shot. That deflects, goes behind the net to McDonald. McDonald with the puck. Now McDonald, spin move on Dieball. McDonald still has it. Now Dieball knocks him into the boards. Tackle with the puck. Over to Price. Price off the boards to Saxton. Now Saxton loses the puck. McDonald with the shot. As McPhail makes the save and he'll hold.
Guys, got to be more careful than that when they're in their own zone.
Shots 18-12 in favor of the Thunderbirds. We'll have another face-off in the Eagles' end. Face-off controlled by the T-Birds. McDonald. Now McDonald goes behind the net. Still has the puck over at the edge of the far circle. Now he'll cycle it down for Van Team. Loses the puck to Tekel. Now Tekel can't clear it. Caruso keeps it in, shoots it off the boards. Behind the net to Clark. Now Clark kept in by Terrio. Here's a chance. Terrio with it. Fans on the shot. Puck goes behind the net. Now to the near boards. As the Eagles can't clear it again. Van Team keeps it in. He's having a hard time clearing the zone here in the second period.
Finally got it out here.
Now Heinrich with the puck in his own zone. He'll shoot it down the ice. Dieball will chase it. Robbins on him. Dieball wins the race. Puck on the near side. Saxton for the Eagles. Pass. That goes through everyone down the ice. Caruso chases it. Price on him. Now here's Caruso with it. He gets hit by Saxton. Acosta leaves it for Robbins. Robbins across the blue line. Now he'll stop. Cycles it behind the net. Price picks it up. Now Price had it stolen there by the Thunderbirds player. That one broken up by Dieball. Bellini with a shot. That one deflects wide. Thunderbirds with the edge in play here in the second period, much like they started the first period. Now puck Terrio. That one goes through the crease dangerously. Picked up by Price. He plays it on the near boards. Acosta picks it up. Clark hits him. Acosta has it. Goes back to the point. Bellini with the shot. That one blocked by Price. Bellini gets it back. Another shot. That goes wide. Acosta with it for the T-Birds. Now Acosta plays it off the near boards. Picked up by Clark. You'll just want to get the heck out of the zone. They do. Here's Saxton. Saxton chasing the puck. Saxton over. Gets it to Casey. Now Casey over on the far side. Kalisti picks it up. 13-10 to play in the second period. We still are scoreless. Thunderbirds with the puck. Center ice. Now chipped into the Eagle zone. Miller with it. His shot blocked there by Schwab. Bouncing puck on the near side. Picked up by Lamberti. Now here's Palmerio with it. Palmerio across the blue line. Palmerio's shot. That goes high and wide. Rebound near side Casey. Plays over to the far boards. Now Tharlson keeps it in. His shot. And a goal!
I think it was deflected in front. Lamberti might have deflected that one in.
Tharlson had the initial shot. Could be a deflection, but we know one thing. It's 1-0 Eagles as they draw first blood with 12:45 to play in this second period. Larry, you say it all the time. We say it all the time. Good things happen when you put the puck and you shoot it on net.
Shoot that puck. Anything can happen.
So we'll get the call from Bob St. Peter. I agree, Larry. I think that one was deflected. Tharlson with the initial shot from the blue line. We'll get the clarification for Mr. St. Peter. And the Eagles with a 1-0 lead, breaking the shutout streak of Mr. Shook. When he shut out in Game 5 and through the first period. And so we'll hear the call from Bob St. Peter. Eagles lead 1-0 here in Game 6.
Eagle goal scored by number 24, Jake Lamberty. Assist, number 26, William Casey. And number 8, Jake Pomerio.
They're going to have to change that, Larry, because that should be Tharaldson with an assist. They give it to Casey and Palmero. I think they're going to change Casey to Tharaldson, but we'll get that between periods. Doesn't matter. Eagles lead 1-0. So the Lanning family and the Lambertis watching back, and I'm all tongue-tied just thinking about it, watching back in Arizona, enjoying that one. Thunderbirds win the face-off. Now a shot blocked there by Blair. First goal, always important in any hockey game, but in a game like this, even more important. Now puck at center ice, taken there by Baber. Baber taken away by Butcher. He'll clear it to center. Now Saxon, he almost left that one for Price. Now Saxon lost the puck. As Baber has a tackle, almost stole that one from him. And Shook will make the save, and he'll hold.
Getting exciting here, I'll tell you.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of exciting, Larry, coming up here in a couple minutes, we are going to play our world-famous hashtag Polar Attendance Challenge. You are looking around, Larry, and you are contemplating many things.
Yes, I am.
First being how many people, how many butts are in the seats. So you have a couple minutes to think of that, and I will say higher or lower. You at home on Twitter can also play, and the winner gets a fabulous prize, a trip to Cancun, sponsored by Larry Podsbon. Now a shot there and save there by Shook. Did I mention that before the broadcast? You were doing that, Larry?
Cancun.
Yep, absolutely. Okay. Now Orfanos try to get the puck. Now Miller takes it for the T-Birds. Miller at center ice, across the blue line. Now a shot, saved there by McPhail. He'll hold, and we'll have a face-off in the Eagle zone.
A couple of sponsors again, folks. CSB, Central Savings Bank, Marchetti Distributing, Harmony Health Foods, and Law Office of William Dyke Justin. Patronize those folks.
That's right, folks. Now puck over in the far corner. Miller with the puck for the T-Birds. Poke checked away. Orfanos. Nice flip pass to Quinn. Quinn at center ice will dump it in. Puck goes behind the net. Heinrich over there along with Quinn. Now Quinn with the puck. Leaves it for Orfanos. Now that one deflects back to Dieball. Moving in. Clark shot. Save there.
That was deflected too.
By Shook. Yeah, another good chance for the Eagles. Now puck behind the net. Banser over there. I've liked this line tonight. Orfanos, Banser, and Quinn. Now here's Banser fighting for that puck, taken by Heinrich. Now at center ice. Thunderbirds have it. Maine. Poke checked away there nicely by Clark. Puck at center ice. 11 minutes to play in this second period. Eagles on the goal by Jake Lamberti lead 1-0. Now Banser. Across the blue line, the T-Bird zone. Ford picks it up. Out of the reach of Caruso. Caruso catches up to it. Gets it up to Miller.
Look at this.
Now look at this. 3-on-1 on a line change.
Checker.
Here's a chance for the T-Bird. Shot and a goal. Bad line change for the Sioux Eagles, and they finally give up a goal here to the Thunderbirds during the playoffs. And that one's going to go, I believe, to number 12, Tanner Main. And the Thunderbirds fans, many in attendance, like that one. And we are tied at 1, 10:42 to play here in this second period. Those second period line changes, Larry, always tough. And boy, the Eagles got burned on that one.
Yeah. Puck was right by their bench, and they made some changes there, and they all got trapped in.
It was a 3-on-1. It almost was a 4-on-1. And so the T-Birds draw even at 1. We'll get the call from Bob St. Peter. That one certainly will go to Mr. Main.
Goal scored by number 12, Tanner Main. Assist, number 24, Brandon Miller. Time of the goal, 9:18.
So Main from Miller, and the Thunderbirds looking for more. They have the puck behind the net. Over at the far corner, Smith and Blair. Now Baber gets it. Tried to find a player in front, taken there by Vitale. Now Vitale's pass, broken up at center ice by the T-Birds. Kalisti now retreats the puck in his own zone. We're halfway through the second period. 1 goal each scored in this one. We're tied at 1. Eagles win. They advance to the West Finals. The Thunderbirds win. They advance to Game 7 against the Eagles on Wednesday night. Now off the boards. That one shot down the ice. That's going to be icing. We'll have a face-off back in the T-Birds' end with 9:50 to play here in this second period. So, Larry, this will be our immediate timeout. So I'm going to ask you, sir, as far as attendance. What do you think? Well, maybe not the media timeout. I'm still trying to figure out that one. I thought it was after the 10-minute mark, but I'll have to get clarification on that. Baber. Pass over to Kalisti. Now the Thunderbirds. Baber, dangerous player, across the blue line. Eagles break that up, shoot it to center. Now Kalisti dumps that off the boards. McPhail stops it behind the net. Butcher has it. Butcher with the puck. That one shot down the ice. At center ice, rather. Saxton dumps it in. Now behind the net. Thunderbirds play it off the near side boards. That one goes down the ice. Blair has it. Now Blair. Broken up there by the Thunderbirds. Solinger. Now a quick shot. That goes behind the net by Van Team. Shots 2015 T-Birds in this contest. Puck behind the net. Tackle. Passes it over to Saxton. Saxton doesn't clear it. Lawrence keeps it in. And now we're going to have a whistle and a hand pass, and so that'll bring the face-off outside the blue line. So, Larry, what is your guess tonight?
640.
640. So Larry Posabon says there are 640 fans here at Puller Stadium. I am going to say over.
Higher.
Not by much, but I'm going to go over. So you at home can play. Just put the hashtag Puller Attendance Challenge or tweet me SNason2013. Larry says 640 fans. I say nonsense, sir, and higher. Just higher. I don't actually say the nonsense. So media timeout, Larry.
Okay, yeah.
Entertain
we're
us.
Entertain you guys, sure. Do a little dance.
No, just talk, please.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody wants to see that, Larry. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I got some fans here. I got some friends in here.
No, you don't.
The Bolton family's here.
Well, they may like you, but they don't want to see you do that.
And there
nonsense.
they are, sitting there, Sandy and Dennis. See underneath the Sioux Co-op sign?
I can't. They turned their heads when you started dancing.
No, there they are. Dennis got the yellow hat on.
Yeah.
Dennis and Sandy. Dennis is a former coach of the Sioux Eagles.
He is. Yep, there he is. With a nice bright hat there. I like that hat. And of course, Sandy definitely the looks of the family.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You guys both married up. I'm gonna say.
Oh, you must want something.
Well,
yeah. I owe you now. I owe you something.
No, you just be you, Larry.
Okay.
Do you, as the youngsters would say. Now here's Schwab with it at center ice. Passes it off on the near side. Clark. We're tied at 1. 8:35 to play in this second period. Win or go home for the T-Birds tonight. The Eagles want them to go home, and they want to win. And now we're going to have a penalty. And that's going to go against the Thunderbirds, I think,
holding.
Larry.
Number 5, was that Caruso, excuse me.
So the Eagles will go on their third power play, and the Thunderbirds yet to go on one tonight.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't forget that they usually run in threes, then they change or something like that. That's what happened in the last couple of games anyways.
8:28 to play in this second period. Coach Parco not happy with that call. Face off to the right of goaltender Eric Shook. Both goaltenders have played well tonight. They've given up one each. They've made some big saves.
To number 5, Braden Caruso. 2 minutes holding.
So holding the call on Caruso. Eagles on their third power play. Now Saxton has it. Poke checked away. Barterson behind the net to Tharaldson. Tharaldson across the blue line, up to Barterson. Barterson across the blue line. Eagles trying to set it up. Tackle with the puck back to Tharaldson. Bounces off of his stick, and look out. Could be a chance for the Thunderbirds. Clark back there. Now Clark just stay in front of McDonald. That's how you do it. McPhail gets it back to Clark. Minute 20 left on the power play. Pass behind Tackle. Broken up by Van Team. And Van Team's going to clear the zone. Tackle, good job there. Gets it across the blue line. Now Tackle loses the puck. He'll chase in the far corner. Tackle and Kalisti. That's going to be a penalty on Tackle, as he got the hit up a little bit too high, and you kind of knew, Larry, that if there's anything even close, it was going to go against the Eagles, so that's going to negate the penalty. And the Thunderbirds are going to keep the puck, and they probably want as much time on this to kill off as they can. It'll give them a longer power play, or heck, they might want to try to score a goal too. Here's Van Team across the blue line. Van Team behind the net. Delayed call on the Eagles. Net is empty. Van team, and finally the Eagles will touch up with 7:01 to play here in the second period. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 33 seconds, and then the Thunderbirds will go on their first power play.
He's looking for him now. Okay. It's Teckle, yeah.
Shots 20-15 in favor of the T-Birds.
Cross-checking.
That's going to be a cross-check on Teckle. Face off to the right. I want to say hello to the Teckle family watching in Wisconsin. Guess who joined Twitter over the weekend, Larry?
Lonnie
Teckle. I love it. Hey, Lonnie, follow me back. You don't get a follow unless you follow me back, sir.
2 minutes. Cross-checking.
I'm just impressed that he's on Twitter. Now here's Rowe with the puck. Rowe over to Vitale. 4-on-4 hockey for another 15 seconds. Then the T-Birds will have their first power play. Cicchello with the puck. That hits the referee. Good break for the Eagles. Vitale. Now Rowe back to the point. Tharaldson.
Ooh.
Tharaldson almost faked himself out with that
Yeah.
one. Keeps it alive. Now that shot hits a player in front. Thunderbirds on the power play. They might have a 5-on-2.
Oh, boy.
But the Eagles break it up at center ice. Here's Schwab with it. Minute 15 left on the T-Birds power play. Eagles with the puck. They'll shoot it down the ice. Saved there by Shook. As he'll get it to Cicchello. 6:10 to play in this second period. Cicchello with the puck. Pass near side Baber. Baber across the blue line. Baber still has it. Top of the near circle. Back to Cicchello. Over to Baber. Baber moves in. Dumps it down low. Smith. Smith reverses course. Now Smith down to Baber. Back to Smith. Smith to the point. Cicchello. Now Cicchello centers it. Puts a shot right into the chest of McPhail, and he'll hold with 39 seconds remaining on the power play.
A couple more sponsors while we got some line changes going on, folks. Newberry Bottling, Aaron's and then Pro Shop Big Bear, Tryon Solutions, and Holiday Inn Express.
Want to say hello to Jeff White, one of the Rayside fans, chiming in. And his question, Larry, he's checking in from Peterborough. We'll talk about his question here. It's one we've asked several times, and I'm going to ask you on the next break after this power play. 30 seconds to play, or 30 seconds on the Thunderbirds power play. Khaleesi across the blue line. Now Khaleesi swings it over to Baber. Broken up there by Blair. Clear to center here, Saxton. Saxton could have a break in. Saxton with it. Saxton!
There's the goalpost kicked
there by Shook. That one I don't think would have gone in even if the net would have stayed on. But the Eagles, now Saxton's got to be careful. You don't want to draw a penalty here. We'll have a face-off, and the T-Birds end with 13 seconds. Jeff's question, Larry.
Okay.
And this is one we've asked several times. The capacity of Polar Stadium. What's the maximum attendance here?
I don't know that. Yeah, that's right.
I don't either. And I go back to that year we were talking about, Larry, 2010, 2011, when the Eagles made it to Dudley Hewitt Cup. I remember one attendance against, I think it was Sudbury. I can't remember what team they were. It wasn't Rayside, but it was like the Sudbury Junior Wolves or whatever they were called. I recall about 1,400 fans here, and it didn't look like you could fit more than that. So if I had to guess, I would say probably 1,500.
You know what? I'll tell you, who asked that question?
Jeff White from Peterborough.
Okay,
Rayside
Jeff,
fan.
Yeah. We'll have to check that out. If there's another game here, we'll let you know.
And it would be against Rayside, Jeff.
Yeah.
So maybe game 3 here in a week or so, we can get you the answer. If not, I'll tweet you once we get it. So the Eagles back at full strength. McDonald passes it over. Caruso shot, saved there, McPhail. As Eagles back at full strength.
Oh, that hit somebody on the bench, and nobody caught that one.
4:50 to play in this second period. Now Teckle behind the net for the Eagles. Teckle on the near side. Butcher. Now Butcher shoots it in. Shook will stop it behind the net. Plays it over. Thunderbirds with it. Center ice, Solinger. Solinger across the blue line. Solinger. Poke checked away by Dieball. Puck taken by McDonald behind the net. Now he puts it in front. Goes to the Eagles, Orfanos. George Orfanos with the puck. He shoots it in. Picked up by Heinrich. Now the Eagles keeping that puck in the zone. Banser lost it. Gets it back, though. Banser with the backhand shot. That hits Robbins in front. Puck over the far boards. Now kept in by Clark. Clark moves in. Clark with it. Waits. Shoots.
Oh, right in the glove.
Save there by Shook. And that'll bring a face-off in the T-Bird zone with 3:59 to play here in this second period.
Shook followed him all the way, eh? But right in the glove, he caught that. He saw it all the way.
Shots 22-17 in favor of the Soo Thunderbirds.
Usually it's the other way around. The Eagles usually outshoot their opponents. And actually, the last couple of games, the Eagles and the Thunderbirds have played, those shots have been just in the mid or high 20s. That's it.
Now, Dieball shot, gloved, and a save. How about this there, Larry? Talking about Jeff White. They're watching from Peterborough. He says, enjoying the broadcast. Watching you rather than the Leafs. So that's the Leafs are good this year.
Yeah.
I understand if it's the Red Wings you're not watching, but thank you, Jeff. That's quite a compliment.
Maybe he's got somebody else. Maybe he's like your kids. They don't go for Detroit Lions and that. They're going for Green Bay. So he's got somebody else in his lineup.
Now here's the T-Birds with it. Terrio at center ice. Shoots it in. Bouncing puck. Taken there by the Eagles. They'll swat it out to center. Lawrence dumps it back in. Eagles with it. Clark at center ice. Cross the blue line. Plays it off the boards. Lawrence over to Cicchello. Now Cicchello can't clear it. Kept in by Clark. His shot blocked. Here come the Thunderbirds. They have it across the blue line. Back to Terrio. Terrio with the shot. Save McPhail, and he'll hold with 3:08 to play here in this period.
You know, on I shouldn't say all, but a good 90% of the rushes the Thunderbirds are having, there's 4 guys going in. There's 4 white shirts crossing that blue line against 2 defenders for the Eagles.
You know who we need to ask on that question about capacity at the puller? The bird dog. Bet he knows.
The bird dog.
The bird dog.
You can run, but you cannot hide.
He
He stole that from somebody.
Yeah, sure
That's not his original.
He's got nothing original, Larry. I can tell you that much. We love John Bosmus, but he's got no originality. Now here's the T-Birds with it. Smith across the blue line. Now behind the net, or rather in the near board, the end board. Smith, I saw John over there and I started to chuckle. Back to the point. Khaleesi. That one goes over his stick. Picked up by the Eagles. Casey. And now Khaleesi interferes with Casey.
That's right.
That's going to be a penalty. Casey's got to be careful. And watch out. Are they going to call that one? Maybe not.
No, he's just calling the one.
And so that's going to be an interference penalty on the T-Birds.
Well, they got a chance now to go ahead here.
So the Eagles will go on the power play. 2:24 to play in this second period. Don't go anywhere. We are in for a exciting finish one way or the other tonight. And again, I said it earlier, this one just has that feeling, Larry. Has this feeling it's going to be a late night. I could be wrong, but I just get that feeling. So that penalty will go on the Thunderbirds against number 4, Robert Khaleesi. So the Eagles back on the power play. 2:24 to play in this second period.
Got Saxon, Teckel, Bardison. Who else we got on the point now?
Got Tharaldson over there along with Clark. So interference the call on Khaleesi. Eagles with the puck. Teckel over to Tharaldson. Now Tharaldson plays it near side. Saxton. Back to the point. Tharaldson now lost the puck. That's going to be an off. No, they don't touch it, so it won't be offside. T-Birds will take it.
They should have touched it. Now they give the Thunderbirds an opportunity to kill time.
And they do just that and shoot it down the ice. Under 2 minutes to play in this second period. Minute 25 left on the power play. We're tied at 1.
Look.
Clark with it at center ice. He'll dump it into the T-Bird zone. Crusoe behind the net, wraps it off the boards. That hit a player right on the bench.
Yeah.
Right in the helmet there. What was that, Lamberti, I think it hit? No, it was Quinn. Hit him right in the shield.
No, see. Okay, no, okay.
That's Larry censoring himself
Yes,
for those at home that are
yeah.
scoring. For those
It doesn't show on the score sheet.
No, thankfully. Behave, mister. Now puck outside the blue line. Thunderbirds.
This is going to be one of these power plays that's not going to go anywhere for the Eagles.
Eagles with it. Still a minute left on the power play.
Hope they call me a liar, but
Yeah, we'll call you glass half empty on that one. Now that one deflects over the far boards. Vitale with it. Vitale back to the point. Tharaldson, rather Casey. And that one shot to center. Butcher chases it. 45 seconds left on the Eagles power play. A minute left in the second period. We're still tied at 1. Casey with the puck, cross the blue line. Now that one poke checked away by Cicello. Butcher has it. So once again, the Eagles not ending the period very well, at least up to this point. Rowe with it. Rowe stick handles it in, but taken right away by Baber. And here come the Thunderbirds. Might have a 2-on-1. Baber and Smith. Baber with the puck. Baber with the shot. That blocked, deflected there, and McPhail makes the save. And the face-off in the Eagles zone. And, you called it, Larry. This power play not getting going for the Eagles.
Nothing. They just got to get out of this second period now. I'm following your example.
I see that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And all the guesses on Twitter, Larry, went higher, by the way. So we'll get the information between periods. Now face-off won by the T-Birds. That shot hits a player in front, Tekel. Eagles still have a little time left on the power play. Tekel with it. Too much stick handling there as Schwab gets it. Schwab up to Saxton. Rink wide pass. Power play over for the Eagles. 20 seconds left here in the second period. Tekel over in the near corner. Back to Barterson. Now Barterson slides it over. Broken up there by the Thunderbirds. T-Birds with it. Across the blue line. Khaleesi. Khaleesi with the move. Khaleesi to the net. And a goal!
Told you.
Khaleesi with an amazing individual effort as the Eagles got a little lackadaisical towards the end of the period. And the T-Birds with a huge goal. 6.9 seconds remaining in the second period have taken a 2-1 lead. Khaleesi just didn't get hit by anybody. He walked right in and giving the Thunderbirds a huge goal. We say under a minute to play. That's under 10 seconds left. And that is a tough one to give up for the Sioux Eagles, especially right after the power play. So we get the call from Bob St. Peter. Is Khaleesi the one that had the penalty? And he came out of the box, and he made up for that and then some. Thunderbirds with a 2-1 lead.
Thunderbird goal scored by number 4. Robert Khaleesi, unassisted.
So an unassisted goal by Robert Khaleesi has given the Sioux Thunderbirds a 2-1 lead in a must-win Game 6 for them. As we have a little discussion after the whistle, but it doesn't look like anything's going to come out of this. So after 2 periods of play, it's the Sioux Thunderbirds leading the Sioux Eagles by the score of 2-1. Larry and I will be back for the third period here on Hockey TV. Back at Puller Stadium in the second intermission of Game 6 of this NOJHL West Division semifinal between the Sioux Eagles and Sioux Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds down 3-2 in the series, but they're hoping to force a Game 7. And right now they're in good position to do so. They lead the Sioux Eagles by the score of 2-1 as the Thunderbirds get that goal in the dying seconds of the second period. Robert Khaleesi, an unassisted goal with 6 seconds remaining in the period to lift the Thunderbirds to a 2-1 lead over the Sioux Eagles. We're joined again by Larry Posbon. First of all, Larry, how you doing?
Not good.
No, you're not doing. You're a little feisty over there, Larry.
I'm not happy.
Well, the Eagles.
In 2 ways, I'm not happy.
All right, well, you go ahead and tell us what you're not happy about, Larry.
I'm not happy about my guess, and I'm not happy about the way the Eagles are playing.
Now, let's get to the way the Eagles are playing first and foremost as tough period. They get the first goal on the deflection by Jake Lamberti and, had some power play opportunities, but Thunderbirds just have had the edge in play, and, boy, giving up that goal late really has put the Eagles in a tough spot right now.
Okay. Eagles are not hitting
anyone.
Breathe,
Larry, breathe.
Yeah, Eagles are not hitting anyone. They have to start hitting people. In open ice, forget about the puck. Now, this is my opinion, my observation. Instead of going after the puck, you take the man out of the play, you leave the puck. If he doesn't have the puck, he can't score. The puck sits there. There's an opportunity for your team to pick it up or the other team, but take that guy out of the play. Move him out of the play. Take the puck. Don't go after the puck. Take the man. That's the whole 2 periods here that have gone on tonight, and I think it's been the last couple of games anyway. It's the same thing. You got to start taking the body.
Recapping the scoring in that second period, Larry, Jake Lamberti did get the Eagles on the board first at the 7:15 mark. They did change that assist as I thought they would. Give an assist to number 23, Kellen Tharaldson, and keep the other assist with number 8, Jake Palmerio. Thunderbirds would get on the board at the 9:18 mark. Tanner Main, his first of the playoffs, with an assist from Brendan Miller. And then that goal with 7 seconds remaining. I think I said 6.
I thought it was 6.
7 seconds remaining. Robert Khaleesi, an unassisted goal, and that's where we sit right now. 2-1 lead for the Sioux Thunderbirds. Shots on goal in that second period, 11 for the T-Birds, a 2-period total of 24, and 6 for the Eagles, a 2-period total of 17. The Thunderbirds win. Game 7 would be Wednesday night at the John Rhodes Community Centre at 7:30. If the Eagles come back and win, this series is over. Yeah. You were saying?
Well, what I'm saying is what the shot clock is showing there on the shot clock is a shot on goal, but I think down below they're using those as saves. So, I mean, I'll have to look again at the summary at the end of the game on NOJHL scoring summary and see if I'm right on that. But I believe, okay, never mind. I'm not.
Larry,
listen, I'm
very flustered.
Forget I'm
Larry
even here
Bosman.
tonight, folks.
Well,
forget I'm even
sure
here.
Some people have already started to do that, Larry.
The only thing I called tonight was that power play, and I said nothing's happening. They didn't do a thing with it, and they didn't.
Well, speaking of things you have not called right tonight, Larry, our puller attendance challenge, as you put up a guess of 640. Myself, Sven Schwab, Daniel Clark all said higher. Final total tonight is
8-2-3.
8-2-3. So not only do I tie the series, but you're deducted one win from a previous matchup because of one being so off on the attendance and 2 your attitude.
You know what? That saved me the Cancun trip. That's why I put it that low.
Very good, very good. So.
I'm not paying anybody to go to Cancun unless I go there first.
Some people may actually go fund me at LarryPazabon.com.
Yeah.
So here we go, back to hockey, Larry, as well. That series
Let's
is
hope
tied.
it's back to hockey here.
As the Eagles looking to win the series, Thunderbirds looking to extend it to a Game 7. We'll see if this is decided in regulation or longer. Thunderbirds, though, the team with the momentum, and they have the puck to start this third period. At center ice, chipped in. Baber with the puck. Now Baber's shot, saved there, McPhail. Bounces to the near side boards. Eagles cleared to center. Kalisti shoots it in. Blocker save, McPhail. Puck along the near boards to Blair. Now Kalisti passes it over to Bellini. Bellini at center ice, chipped in by Baber. Puck behind the net.
Thunderbirds go for a full line change.
Now quick pass up ice, deflected in by Rose.
And now the Eagles are going for theirs.
Go for a line change. Puck taken by Solinger. Solinger off the boards. Now he gets it right back. Solinger with the puck. Behind the net. McDonald with it. Now McDonald along the near side boards. Puck still over there. McDonald still has it along the boards. Finally picked up by Price. Price with the puck. As Eagles finally clear the zone. Nice dive there by McDonald. As the T-Birds get it at center ice. Saxton with it. Back to Price. Now just out of the reach of Saxton. Lawrence with the puck. Shots 25-17 Thunderbirds. Now Cicello. He wraps it hard off the boards. Goes over to Robbins. Now Robbins. Taken away by Saxton. Saxton up to Price. Price. Pass. Just out of the reach of Saxton. Taken there by the Thunderbirds. Die ball. Can't shoot it into the Thunderbird zone. Picked up by Caruso. Caruso with it at center ice. Clark. Now Clark moves it. Clark across the blue line. Clark puts it behind the net. Heinrich over there. Over to Acosta. Now broken up there almost by Casey. Puck at center ice. Robbins fires it in. McPhail stops it behind the net. Picked up by Dieball. Now Dieball clears the zone. Thunderbird just want to clog up that neutral zone right now. Here's Casey with it. Casey across the blue line for the Eagles. Trying to find Palmario. Broken up again by the T-Birds, and here they come. Theriot shoots it in.
Line change.
McPhail stops it behind the net to Tharaldson. Now Tharaldson's pass up to Casey. Casey across the blue line. Gets around a couple, but finally taken away there by the Thunderbirds player. Now Casey gets it back. William Casey over to the far corner. Casey with the puck. Pass behind the net to Lamberti. He scored the only Eagles goal tonight. Lamberti back to the point. Schwab. Quick shot. Deflected. Goes off the high glass into the netting. And that will bring the face-off where? Outside the zone?
Should be outside. It was off a Quinn stick. He deflected up into the netting.
17:03 to play in this second period. Third period. Living in the past tonight, Larry. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, we want to get out of that second period.
Yes, indeed. Face-off outside the blue line. Won by the T-Birds. Kalisti flips it up into the Eagle zone. Now Quinn has it. Quinn clears it to center. Now back in to the Eagle zone. Tharlson's pass. Out of the reach of Quinn. The Eagles just not connecting on their passes right now. Main with it. Passes it over to Miller. Miller's shot. That misses the net. Goes on the near side boards to Orfanos. Orfanos poke checked away. Main had it for a moment. Now Ford will shoot it back in. Eagles no shots here in this third period so far. Now Quinn with it. Quinn across the blue line. Taken right away by Ford. Thunderbirds with the pocket. Center ice, Main. Poke checked away by Cicello. The Thunderbirds team just looks more and more confident out there, Larry.
They're getting, they're hungry for their puck.
Orfanos across the blue line. And that one will be shot out of play. We'll have a face-off.
I think it stays inside. It went off of Shook's glove. High.
As Eagles finally get a shot on goal. 16:03 to play here in this third period. The Thunderbirds win this game. Game 7 will be Wednesday night at the John Rhodes Community Centre, 7:30.
How about I go on the limb? Next goal, big goal?
Yeah, very big. Extremely big.
Either side.
Yep, either side. Eagles are down by 2. It's going to be awfully tough in this one. Now the Eagles clear the zone. Rowe lost the puck. Crowd very quiet tonight, Larry.
Is. The only noise we heard are from the Thunderbird fans.
It's kind of a hard game to get loud about right now. It's not a lot of hitting, and Eagles just aren't doing much right now. Here's Vitale with the puck, trying to find Rowe. Vitale hung up on the near side boards. Vitale with it. Over to Rowe, now picked up by Tassone. Tassone across the blue line. He'll shoot it in. Chasing the puck is Butcher. Butcher hits Tassone over to Blair. Blair's pass off the stick of Rowe. Eagles go for a line change. We played 5 minutes of this third period. Still 2-1 T-Birds. Crusoe's pass. That one will deflect and hit a player on the bench. And we'll see where the face-off is on that one.
Outside the
blue line. 14:58 to play here in this third period.
I was just going to give a sponsor, but now the face-off is dropped, and Eagles win this face-off.
Eagles with the puck. Across the blue line, Saxton. Saxton in front off the skate of the Thunderbirds player. Now behind the net, Teckle. Thunderbirds can't clear it, kept in by Clark. Here's Teckle in front, puck loose. Swatted aside. Price over in the far corner. Now gets it back to Clark. Clark off the skate of Price. Behind the net to Teckle. Eagles just not connecting right now on things.
No, they aren't.
Diebold chases it in. Shot to center ice. Saxton flips it up to Price. Now Price across the blue line. Price tried to get around Bellini, but he picks up the puck and clears it to center. Clark over to Diebold. Back to Clark. Hayden Clark with it. He'll shoot it in as Shook will make the save and he'll hold. Well, face off in the Thunderbird zone, Larry, and 6 minutes into this period, the Eagles with just 2 shots.
Yeah, and that was just a floater
right
into him. At least they got a face-off in the zone now. Just win the face-off.
Face-off to the right.
Make things happen.
Of Mr. Shook. Thunderbirds win another face-off. Palmario fighting for that puck along with Lamberti. Now the T-Birds will clear that one down the ice. Not going to be icing. Schwab falls down. Thunderbirds with the chance. Now that puck goes to the side of the net. McPhail's just going to hold on to that one. Winner of this series will take on Rayside Balfour. The Canadians in the clubhouse already, waiting for the winner of this series. That series likely to start over the weekend in Chelmsford.
Canadians have a time to rest up anybody that's hurt. These guys have, this could be the last game or one more. So
yeah. Schwab with the puck.
I don't think the Canadians care who wins.
No. They're just happy to be there, as they should. They have a good team. Now Casey across the blue line. Pass just out of the reach of Schwab, or Palmario, excuse me. Puck at center ice. Terrio broken up by Blair. And what do we got here?
A penalty to
That looks like it's going to go against the Thunderbirds. So
high sticky?
Eagles can't.
No, it's going to the yeah, it is the Thunderbirds. Sorry. Is that 18, 19? I think it's Terrio, eh? High sticky. Okay.
Well, the Eagles on another power play, Larry, but they got to do something with it.
They got to do something with this one.
As the last power play, they didn't connect, and right after the Thunderbirds scored. So big chance here for the Eagles. Their 5th power play, 13:20 to play in the 3rd period. Eagles trail by 1.
And they won the faceoff, too.
Thunderbird penalty to number 19, Lucas Terrio. 2 minutes, high sticking.
So Terrio, the high sticking call, as that shot deflected out of play. And that will keep the face off in the T-Bird zone.
The shot was high, but the deflection made it go higher. You got to keep the shot a little lower.
It took all of 6 seconds. Eagles win another face-off. Palmario back to Rowe. Slides it over. Butcher shot blocked there nicely by McDonald. And here comes McDonald to center ice. 1-on-3. McDonald
take the man.
Has it. And Thunderbirds fans want a penalty. I didn't think any was warranted there.
No.
Butcher with it. Pass on the near side. Vitale. But that was just a nice check. Of course, these days in hockey, you never know. Nice checks sometimes are called penalties.
There we go again. Stick handling.
Puck at center ice. Eagles still a little discombobulated on their special teams tonight. Butcher at the center circle up to Vitale. Now Vitale dropping it to Casey. Over to Vitale. Vitale with the puck. Over at the far corner. Back to the point, Clark. Clark, shot, bouncing, deflects wide. Over in the near corner, nice job there, Saxton. Gets it to Butcher. Taken there by Lawrence. He'll just dump it down the ice. A little too easy for the Thunderbirds here. Look out as Baber almost deflected that one. Saxton gets it. 50 seconds left on the power play. Rink-wide pass over the stick of Teckle. Thunderbirds just going to dump it down again. Eagles power play is just not getting the job done tonight. Thorlton with it. Across the blue line up to Teckle. Teckle with the puck. Still time to set up the power play. 30 seconds. Teckle with the puck. Now Teckle moves in. Teckle passes over to Saxton. Saxton shot. Saved there by Shook. 20 seconds left on the power play. Barterson over at the far boards. Teckle gets it. Back to the point. Thorlton. Now Thorlton gets it to Barterson. Down to Teckle. Back to Thorlton. Thorlton passes over to Clark. Back to Thorlton. He fires. That one deflects off a Thunderbirds player over to Teckle. Teckle with the puck. 2 seconds left on the power play. Thunderbirds player out of the box at full strength. The Thunderbirds are. Teckle. Now that puck gets hung up on the referee. Eagles still control the puck. Now here come the Thunderbirds. T-Birds with the puck. Quickly down the ice, Terrio. He's got Van Team with him. Van Team with it. Shot. Save there.
On the shaft of his stick, he made that
by
save.
McPhail, rather. That's a big save there for Carter. Under 11 minutes to play. Terrio on the end boards. Players still trying to get that puck loose. Taken there by the Eagles. They'll shoot it to center. Kalisti with it. Kalisti scored the 2nd goal for the T-Birds. The difference so far in this one. Here's Blair across the blue line. He fires. Shook with the save. And he'll hold with 10:34 to play in this 3rd period.
Okay, folks, I guess after the 2nd period we had chuck a puck, and looks like nobody hit the bucket. So no jersey going out tonight. Again, there's lots to do when you come here.
There is.
Chuck a puck. Lucky programs.
Thorlton pass over to Schwab. Quick shot. That deflects wide.
Just past that goal post.
Over to the T-Birds' Maine. He had the 1st goal in this one for the T-Birds. Maine and Kalisti, the goal scorers for the Thunderbirds. Lamberti with the only goal for the Eagles. As we approach the halfway mark of this 3rd period, shots 27-22 in favor of the T-Birds. They pretty much led the shot total throughout this one. Now the Eagles with it. Schwab passes it over to Thorlton, now off the boards. That was caught up on the skates of Quinn. Cicchello across the blue line. Cicchello with the puck. Still has it. Cicchello gets run into by a couple Eagles players, and that could draw a penalty. No, none called. Wow, Thunderbirds fans really want to call as the coach is giving it to our referees. That one might have been warranted there. Now puck at center ice, taken by Baber. Baber with the puck. Passes over to Cicchello. Now Tassone. Back in the Eagles zone, Butcher plays it off the far boards to Barterson. He'll clear it down to center ice. T-Birds have it, Tass zone. T-Birds playing a very disciplined third period here, just kind of clogging up the neutral zone, not pressing too much. Now Baber and Butcher have some words. Vitale across the blue line. Vitale lost the puck. Things just not going the Eagles' way tonight.
Last 3 games, counting tonight, have been that way.
Now puck behind the Thunderbirds' net. Under 9 minutes to play in the third. Thunderbirds still lead by 1. They want to play Wednesday night at home in Game 7. These teams have never had a Game 7 in any of their previous meetings. Now Solinger across the blue line. Picked up by Tassone. Here's Van Team. Van Team with the puck over in the far corner. Over to Tassone, centering chance. Eagles have it. Rowe. Pass up to Vitale, cross the blue line. Vitale with it. Vitale gets the puck, shoots. That one misses the net. Goes over to Clark at the point. Now Clark. And Saxton ducked out of that way. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. And you knew one was coming, Larry.
Yeah.
And that's going to go on Rowe. And so the Thunderbirds will go on their first full power play of the night, just their second, with 8:14 to play in the third period. T-Birds with the 2-1 lead, and they're looking at a pretty solid bet right now to win this game.
Yep. Stick got caught up in his skates, but unintentional, but it's still called right in front of the referee.
So we'll have our immediate timeout here, Larry, before the power play, so it's almost like an extra timeout.
Shoot up where Dennis Bolton's sitting, right up there. Remember the yellow hat? And zoom in. Okay, we got Sandy, Dennis, and I believe that's the daughter, Rebecca, and her friend. Yes, it is, yeah.
Producer Larry Pozobon on the broadcast. You get a little of that in the family, I think, don't you?
Yeah, really, yeah. We got 2 of them in the film industry. Get me out of here.
8:14 to play in this third period, Larry. Well, now the next goal, really, really important. It was really important the first half of the period. Now it's really, really important.
Really, really. Yeah, folks, okay. If we're back, and I hope we are.
Yeah, that's a big if right now, Larry.
And I hope we are.
If we're back, what?
Next week.
Oh.
Or this week. Or
I thought there was something you said if we're back, and then I was waiting for the... You teased it, and then there was no delivery there.
You're right.
If
we're back. I'm just saying if we're back. We don't know
like that
yet.
interview on 60 Minutes last night.
A lot of teasing?
Well, not exactly. Face off. We're talking about the NBA player, of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo from Milwaukee. That was what I was referencing.
Hey, listen to that final. Look at this.
Tripping.
Again, not taking the body. They're going after the puck.
Tripping the call. Thunderbirds on the power play with the puck behind the net. T-Birds with it. Bellini at the point. Over to Baber. Now Baber with the shot. Hit
off his helmet
of McPhail.
Yeah.
My goodness sakes. As that one goes out of play. And that's where you are thankful for that very nice helmet that he's wearing.
You're thankful to Jacques Plante for bringing the face masks in.
Yeah.
And eventually it evolved into face mask, head helmet, and the back of the head helmet, or guard.
Minute 39.
Throat protector.
Yeah. Minute 39 left on the power play. Eagles can't clear it. Kalisti keeps it in. Now Kalisti at the point.
Oh, now
nice
we got
job
it out.
There by Palmerio, getting that puck to center ice. Shots 28-22 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Hoping to force a Game 7 Wednesday night at the Rhodes in Sioux, Ontario. Kalisti with the puck, had it taken away by Vitale. Now here's Blair with it. Oh, Blair had Vitale, but Baber got that with his stick. Here's Smith across the blue line. Smith poke checked away by Butcher. Smith still has the puck. Over in the far corner, Baber back to Kalisti. Minute left on the power play. Now Bellini near side point over to Kalisti. Kalisti pass over to Baber. Baber shot. That one hits the side of the net. Bounces on the near sideboards. Thunderbirds maintain possession. Tassone over to Smith. Now puck gets hung up on the rail. Thunderbirds have it behind the net. Baber plays it over to Smith. 40 seconds left on the power play. Smith with the puck. Smith still has it. Now lost it for a moment. Tassone picks it up. He's knocked down. Thunderbirds fans want a penalty. Here's Vitale.
Here's the man.
Vitale across the blue line. Bellini broke that up with his skate. Now here he comes. Bellini across the blue line. He's got Tassone with him. Bellini goes to the net. Bellini puts it in front. And Tharlson will Get that out of the way. 10 seconds left on the power play. Now here's Vitale, gets it again. Vitale up to Casey. Casey across the blue line for the Eagles. 5 players on him, but that's going to kill off the penalty. So the Eagles kill that power play off for the Thunderbirds. 6:10 to play in the third period. Thunderbirds with a 2-1 lead. Shots 29-22 Thunderbirds. Down the ice. Eagles with the puck in their own zone. Schwab with it. Pass broken up by Cicello. Cicello across the blue line. He's got Van Team in the slot. His shot saved there. Rebound. That one blocked. McDonald with the chance there. Now Solinger at the point. Plays that off the glass. Bounce over. McPhail does a good job to stop it behind the net. 5:45 to play here in the third period. Eagles just not connecting on their passes tonight. Here's Schwab. Over to Saxton. Saxton to Price. Now Price taking off the puck by Cicello. Solinger across the blue line. Solinger to Van Team. Van Team with the puck. Puts the move on the near side on Price. Van Team still has it. Van Team still has the puck over to Terrio. Now Van Team gets it again. Good shift by him. Van Team dumps it to Terrio. Thunderbirds killing precious time. That shot hit somebody in front there. I believe that was Orfanos. Back to the point. Lord's shot. Blocker saved by McPhail. That one goes out of play, and the Eagles will take it. 5:05 to play here in the third period. Eagles hanging on, Larry.
Good puck possession by the Thunderbirds. Eagles are just running. Just having a hard time out there.
Yeah, things just not going their way, but they're only down 1.
Yeah, you're right. They're only down 1. They have to put it together here.
Lots of time on this clock. So face off to the left of McPhail. Face off won by the T-Birds. That shot saved McPhail. That one deflected down low, and McPhail
saw it the last minute.
And I'll tell you what,
second.
This game would be a lot worse if it wasn't for Carter McPhail in net tonight, Larry.
You're right, yeah.
This game would probably be over by now, as he's been the busier of the two netminders. Shots 32-22 T-Birds. 2-1. They lead on the scoreboard. Acosta over at the far corner, under 5 minutes to play. Now Bellini dumps it down low. Over to Robbins. Robbins to Terrio. Now Robbins gets it back. Robbins on the near boards with the puck. Lamberti picks it up. Lamberti has the only goal for the Eagles tonight. Behind the net. 4:30 to play in the third period. Eagles trail by 1. Game 7 would be Wednesday night in Sioux, Ontario if the T-Birds win this one. Now here's Casey with the puck. Casey and Caruso. Casey behind the net to Lamberti. Lamberti loses the puck, picked up there by Acosta. Thunderbirds just winning the puck battles tonight, Larry.
Well, there's 3-on-1 in there. That's what they're doing.
Now that one will go out of play. That one wasn't deflected, so that should bring the face-off outside the blue line.
You watch the rest of the game now. And actually, well, not just the rest of the game, most of the game or all of the game. Anytime the puck's in the corner, there's 2 or 3 Thunderbirds there. There could be 1 or 2 Eagles, but the rest of them are the other color shirts.
4:11 to play in this third period. Face-off outside the T-Birds blue line. Eagles win the draw. Rowe over to Butcher. Now Butcher shoots it in. Shook stops the puck behind the net. Kalisti with it. Kalisti off the glass, down the ice. That should be icing. It will be. And we'll face off back in the T-Bird zone. 3:57 to play in this third period. Crowd still very quiet tonight. One of the quieter, larger crowds we've not heard here, I should say.
Yeah, really, eh?
Now it's Monday night. You know, it's just everything's just a little off tonight, Larry. Someone almost fell off their chair here. Now here's across the blue line. Baber's shot. That goes wide.
And he's not drinking pink in the ring cups.
No, he's not. Here's the Thunderbirds with it. That's Smith. Smith with the move. Bouncing puck in front. McPhail save.
There
Rebound. Oh, McPhail makes a huge save there. As Smith, I thought, was going to score that goal.
He had the ocean there to shoot
Boy,
at.
he sure did. Now here's Barterson with it. See if the Eagles can capitalize. Up to Rowe. Rowe across the blue line. Rowe with it in front. Barterson again. Things just seem not to be bouncing the Eagles' way. Here's Vitale with it. 3:15 to play in the third period. Vitale over to Rowe. We'll keep an eye on McPhail. Still a lot of time before you pull the goaltender, but the way this game's going, it's not going to take very long to get to that time. As we have 3 minutes to play in this third period. Eagles trail by 1. Thunderbirds were down 3-1 in this series, looking to tie it up, force a Game 7 Wednesday night over in Sioux, Ontario. Now puck behind the net. McPhail leaves it for Tharaldson. Thoroltson with the puck. Eagles with just 5 shots here in this third period. Definitely not getting the job done there. Kept in by Thoroltson. Thoroltson with a shot. That one hits a player in front. Caruso just kept.
Oh, yes.
Almost thought he kept it in, but that one did go just outside the blue line. And that'll bring the face-off outside the blue. That's about as close as you can get to being offside, but it was the right call.
Yeah, the whole Thunderbird bench were yelling at Mr. Brown, the linesman that was on the far side, and he blew her down.
Yep, well, he made the right call there. Face-off outside the blue line. Eagles win the face-off. Price shoots it in. Now Price trying to win the puck battle. Picked up by the Thunderbirds. They'll clear it to center. McDonald. McDonald across the blue line. McDonald with the shot. Misses the net. Bounces over in front of the Eagles bench. Van Team to Chicello. He'll shoot it in. Schwab with it. 2:20 to play in the third period. Here's Schwab up to tackle over his stick. Just Eagles don't seem to be connecting on those passes tonight.
No.
Now Shook clears it to center. 2:05 to play. Thunderbirds lead by 1. Terrio at center ice. Plays it off of Ford. Thunderbirds lose the puck. Now here's Lamberti. Lamberti clears it into the zone. Minute 50 to play. McPhail still in his net. Eagles just want to get possession inside the Thunderbird zone. That's been hard to do in the third period. Credit to Thunderbirds. They're playing well. Shot back down the ice. Thunderbirds with quick changes here in this third period. Now puck behind the net.
Eagles won a face-off. Yeah, excuse me.
Minute 35 to play. Here's Dyball across the blue line. Rather Clark broken up again by the Thunderbirds. Smith with it. Smith on the near boards. Minute 20 to play. Eagles are going to try to pull the goalie, but they got to get the puck in the Thunderbirds' end, and that's not going to do it. And that puck's still loose. And finally, McPhail covers up with a minute 16 to play here in the third period.
Here's your timeout going to be called.
As the
Wait
Eagles
till they get to the face-off circle, and then they'll call timeout.
They're going to have to try to pull the goalie, Larry, but again, they're just having a hard time getting it into the Thunderbird zone here in this third period. Boy, the crowd is quiet tonight, aren't they?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel. Now we do have a timeout, Larry. Minute 16 to play in the third period. If you're Coach Bruno Braganolo behind the bench, I mean, what do you say?
Get the puck in there, and we got to pull the goaltender and give us another man advantage. And then put 2 guys in front of that net and shoot the puck.
So that goal at the end of the second period, the unassisted goal by Robert Kalisti with 7 seconds to play, is the difference right now. And the Thunderbirds are a minute 16 seconds away from forcing a Game 7. These two teams have never played a Game 7 against each other. And right now, that looks like it's going to be the case Wednesday night at the John Rhodes Community Centre. And so, Larry, this potentially could be our final broadcast here of the season. We don't want to be too morbid or too negative, but that is a reality right now because, you know, Game 7, that obviously can go either way, but the Thunderbirds would be the hot team going into that one.
Yeah, they're rolling now. The Eagles now have to put a stop to them. The Eagles were rolling, they got stopped. Now it's the Thunderbirds are rolling, the Eagles' time to stop them.
And, you know, you don't want to say one player makes the total difference, Larry, but, you know, that Baber in the lineup just gives the Thunderbirds on both ends of the ice. He's just a solid player, one of the best players in the league as far as I'm concerned. Big difference when he's playing.
Yes, it was. He's at the face-off circle right now, too.
So here we go. Minute 16 to play. Eagles trail by 1. Thunderbirds win the face-off. Eagles can't clear it again. Here's Baber over at the far corner. Minute 10 to play. Thunderbirds just want to keep that puck right where it is in the Eagles' end. Tasson gets it up. Now the Eagles take it. And back in the neutral zone. Eagles not getting it. They fail out of the net. Minute left to play. Vitale over in the far corner. Eagles trail by 1. The Thunderbirds have an open net to shoot at. Here's the T-Birds with it. Bellini gets it to center ice and down the ice. Thoroltson with it. 40 seconds to play. Another quick line change for the T-Birds. Vitale off the skate of Van Team. Rowe shoots it in. Eagles with just 5 shots in this third period. They had 5 in the second period. Still have a chance, though. 30 seconds. Butcher at the point. His shot hits a player in front. Vitale on the near boards. Thunderbirds win the battle again and clear it down the ice. They are just winning the battles tonight. There's no two ways about it. Thoroltson off the rail. Avoids a hit by Lawrence. 15 seconds. McDonald has it. Now McDonald. Bad job there. Vitale with the shot. Hits a player in front. Puck loose. Goes behind the net. 5 seconds. That's going to do it. We got a Game 7 coming up on Wednesday. As
icing. Wait a minute. Icing.
Okay, well, 1.3 seconds remaining.
Now you want, and you got Vitalia there. That's what you got. You got a right-handed shot, dropping the puck. He's going to shoot it at the net.
Thought the game was over there, but there's still time remaining. It's going to take
timeout by the Thunderbirds now.
Yep,
Good
Coach John
timeout.
Parko going to just settle everybody down. Try to get a timeout, or is he going to get a timeout? I thought they signaled for one.
They did.
And so, yes, a timeout here. They're going to put some time back on the clock, Larry.
2.5.
2.5. So that's a big difference. It was 1.3. You almost have to shoot it from the face-off circle. 2.5, you can win the face-off and get a shot. The Thunderbirds fans don't like it at all.
No.
As they're complaining. I didn't even realize the puck was being iced. I thought the game was over. And
I don't think they heard the whistle. Maybe that's why.
Now we're having some discussions here on how much time should be on the clock. Obviously, the Thunderbirds fans think that is a travesty that 1.2 seconds more was put on the clock. It was 1.3, we thought, when the whistle was blown. But again, that's a big difference, just that 1.2 seconds. I don't know what, they're one more something.
1.3.
1.3, okay.
1.3, that's was on the clock.
Well, Eagles are going to need a quick draw, win, and shot. And shots have been hard to come by here in the last 40 minutes. Just 10 shots in the last two periods. So here we go. Eagles got everybody in front, so they're going to try to put a shot. That's going to do it. The Thunderbirds have forced a Game 7 with a 2-1 road win here at Puller Stadium. And so, Larry, Wednesday night, the John Rhodes Community Centre, Game 7 between the Eagles and Thunderbirds. Eagles just didn't get it going tonight.
No.
Our final score, the Soo Thunderbirds 2, the Soo Eagles 1. For our cameraman, Rob Horn, why did I call him Brian? And for color commentator, Larry Posabon, Scott Nason signing off from Puller Stadium. We will either be back for Game 3 of the West Division Finals here against Rayside Belfour, or hopefully
we will be on holidays.
Yeah, next season. So anyway, Game 7, Wednesday night on Hockey TV. Tony and the gang from Soo, Ontario will be doing it. That's going to do it here from Puller Stadium. Have a great night.
Good night, folks.